This is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and I'm here with the voice of rock, Glenn Hughes. How you doing, Glenn?
I'm good, Eric, and you?
I'm excellent.
Great.
Now tell me what you've been up to in the last year.
Well, I've just completed a 7-month world tour. I had a new record called First Underground Nuclear Kitchen, and now I'm in writing mode for the next album. We're going to go out again Feb 28th. Through September, I come back from a world tour. We do the album in October, so my year's kind of full. The dance card is full, so.
Now, who did you recruit to play on your new album?
Chad Smith, of course, from Chili Peppers. Luis Maldonado, my guitar player from Los Angeles. My keyboard player, Anders Olinder from Peter Gabriel, myself.
Now, Glenn, how is home life right now for you? Because I know you love working in the garden.
I love it. I think, every guy and gal at my age, get your fingers in the dirt. See, I like to plant flowers and seeds. I like to watch my trees grow. If you'd have said that to me 30 years ago when I was watching my father, I said, you're crazy, but I love a bit of gardening, baby.
Now, Glenn, what is the secret to your longevity in an industry that eats up people and spits them out?
You know what it is? Higher power, and it's about being humble and trying to be as honest as I can be. As an artiste, I just want to make music for this point that is genuinely from my soul and not for corporate needs or anything other than creative needs.
You've been afforded that opportunity or those allowances to do what you want at this point in your life.
I've been very fortunate to have made my, if you will, comeback about 17 years ago from the fast lane into the slower lane, if you will, and got my career back on track, and more importantly, my health and my life and my conscious contact with the God as I understand Him. Not talking religious things, I'm talking about spiritual, and I'm really busy, and I really want to thank my fans from around the world for keeping me busy.
Now let's talk about your MySpace page, Glenn. You have shirts on there, you have a lot of different things. Tell me about it, and tell me how you finally decided to put up a MySpace page.
I have an amazing webmaster, David Harrison. We've been up there on the web for 11 years, MySpace for the last 3. Multimedia, everything's up there. You can see where I'm going. There's like video cams, there's like movies, there's videos, there's obviously, there's merchandise, and more importantly, I have a connection with my fan base. I'm very hands-on with that, and I'm a regular guy, and I like to keep in touch with my fans. I've got the most amazing fans on the planet.
What are you hearing from your fans?
That they want to hear music from the new Glenn Hughes. There are a lot of my peers that make and go out and play only the old songs from the 70s, but I play a lot of new songs. My fan base wants to hear brand new music, so I go out and make it every year for them and myself.
Now, Glenn, is there any secret projects that you may be working on right now?
Oh, I can't really talk about because they're in the baby stage at the moment. That possibly going to make an album with a new guitar hero guy that's really, really going to be amazing. And the great thing is that my manager turns down a lot of stuff because I'm so busy. But I just want to work with people I like, that I love, and are meaningful and soulful.
Glenn, what about the rumors, all the rumors that there's going to be a Mach 2 or Mach 3 Deep Purple reunion?
I'd like to tell you there's going to be one. It's a matter of if, when, and where. I think everybody would like to do it. I think David's schedule is pretty heavy this year. Mine is heavy. I think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen next year. But it's like every time, anybody said it's going to happen, it sort of pulls the rug from under us. So I think if we leave it up to God and the prayers of the fans, because I think everybody wants to do it. I think it'd be nice to do it and close the book and come full circle,
What would you tell, what advice would you give to people that are struggling with drug addiction, alcohol addiction, and how they can escape that?
I think that you have to find and have to go to a bottom. For many, many years, my parents and my friends and my loved ones were trying to get me off the stuff, and I had to have enough of it to make myself sick and tired. I'm just trying to work with a lot of new musicians and think it's kind of still hip and cool to drink Jack Daniels and do a line of cocaine. It's really not pretty. There's no winners doing that. We've lost a lot of great people. due to that. I'm not Bible thumping. I'm just saying that, you know, look at me. I've come back from this horrible disease, and more importantly than musical, I've found a new life. Got a great marriage, great family, great friends, and God's been very. It's like you gotta find like a purpose. My purpose was God, and you know, hopefully yours can be too.
Now, one of the things, there are a lot of temptations in this industry, and you being the rock god that you will always be, I'm sure you have, those temptations are still around you. How do you stay true to one woman and keep your head while others are losing theirs?
Well, I had a really good run as a bachelor, and I had a really good run as a drinker and a user, you know, when it was kind of working in the 70s. But the older you get, and the more conscious contact you have with a life that's in front of you, that you can stop whenever you want to, if you have the will, and if you have the energy and the determination. And the fact of the matter is that I wanted to be present. I didn't want to be completely out of my mind all the time. I wanted to be like part of the human race. And they told me 20 years ago when I was getting sober that I'd write better music and I'd sing better than I did when I was 21, and apparently that's what's happening.
What's next for you, Glenn?
We start the next tour March 3rd in Prague in Czech Republic, and I'll be out till maybe September, then I'll come back home and start making a new album in LA.
Glenn Hughes, God bless you, my friend. You are a good man. I love you. All right, Blairing Out with Eric Blair with Glenn Hughes, signing off.
The Blairing Out Show.